Veerle.
Veerle, en wat zou je willen?
Ik wil zo dat roze highlights.
Yeah, highlights, roze hair ertussen.
Yeah.
Veerle wants a combination of blonde with violet pink, and she wants to stay long, but certainly different. Wil je een rondje draaien? When you hear us talking between, we are Dutch, so we talk Dutch to each other, and you see already that she has a color in her hair. So let's start on her. Hello friends on YouTube, got myself a model. Now I start as always with protection, because I start with coloring. Give her a nice towel, lay it over her shoulders, pin up the hairs. Take different colors in her hair, and I have to get adopting the colors she already has, because there are some colors in her hair. She's a dark line in the underlines. Now that I really like, because it gives more contrast into the color. And then on top we'll lay highlights, work with the color she already has, but stronger this. So make a combination of that. First thing I'm going to do is to pin up the hairs from the darker part. And this I create on the skull bone, so on the fall of the skull. Take also the lines of the skull with it, so you get a nice rounding in it. Feel if I'm on the right spot, and that I am. The hair a bit. Start in the underline with a 3-0 on 3% base. So take the hairs up, turn a bit so you can watch with me. Part this part in 2 lines. So I can get in the underline. This 3-0 I made with what I told you, 3% is 10 volume. So don't damage the hairs. And I always can get back to other colors if I like. The colors are of kin and they are ammonia free. Get to my parting line, take first down. Put a little bit on the hair so they get straight on the lines of the skull. Comb this color through the hairs. Massage it gently. Starting with the foil and lay it just so I can lay the other colors on it. Come to the first line. This I do till I get above the ears. So I create in this line the base color of the red. It's a bit violet red. Make sure I have lines where I can, with parting, get the bleach on to get the highlights and make it beautiful again. Also this hair I wet a little bit. Like you did in the underlines, part it in 2 lines, flip it away, get to my red violet color, 3% base, skin color, on level 6. So it matches the under color she has, and it's also in line with the pink colors I'm gonna use afterwards. Like first color, it's ammonia free, paraben free. Take out my clip. You see the line is on the ear. Go to the other side and do the same. Cover this up, then free the upper hair. Wet the upper hair a bit, like with all the hairs. But now I come to the part where I have to choose the lines of bleaching and coloring. But these are also the lines where afterwards the violets are getting in. Turn a bit so you can watch with me. Watch at the lines and create myself the first line. The first line is in the line of the colors that lay beneath it. So I watch at the crown area, make sure I start at the crown area so I get the best start I can have. Take a line down. This is my first line. This first line I do with color. Making sure all the color is on the hair, of course. Now I have something to work on. So I glue my foil on this and I create my first blonde color line. So I have a nice straight line. It's a combination between a black color and a violet color. So it takes out the red colors of the hair also. This I lay on my foil. And this is with 3%, and the bleach I use is ammonia free, paraben free. Don't smell and don't damp. And because I put step 1 in it of the glit line, I have also protection. This I lay on the line. Pin it away, so it can work again. Take a new line, parting again a centimeter from the natural parting. It's a new line of coloring. So I come back to the same color I used in the underlines. Can lay it on the foil, of course, but I can also lay it down. It takes a lot of weight from the hairs. Getting the foil again. Take a line of bleaching. Don't take too much, otherwise she looks like a zebra. There's nothing wrong with a zebra, for those who are in Africa. And to make it more exciting, you can also make a dark line between this, so the color is less flat. Trim my clip again. what I told you, to make it more exciting, I can make also a dark line between it. Then I take a fine line, not too much. This I have to lay on the foil, of course. It's the same color as in the underline. On 3% base. And it's a 3-0. And so I do all her hair. Layer after layer. Now you see I ended with a blonde on top, but I lay also a dark color in the underlines, so I get a little bit more contrast but also more power to the front. Between this I lay the garter wig, so they don't mix to each other. This I close. And now I have to bend them all back because I have to go to the other side. Now I have all the colors on her hair, so I turn her softly to you. And what I think suits her really nice is she has now a bit dark blonde eyebrows, and I think with the color in the underline, I softly, because it's just a 3%, I stronger also her beautiful eyebrows, so her expression of her face will be also more powerful. With a little bit 3-0 on it, just softly set in, not pushing on the skin, the eyebrows. And then the color of her eyes will be also more plopping. She has beautiful eyes. And also beautiful eyebrows. This has to stay on the eyebrows for 3 minutes. There are different hairs than on top. This you rinse out with the garter wig and a bit shampoo. The rest of the color you hear afterwards how long it took. You see already the color developing. So don't go away, we'll be back. Back from coloring, I didn't put a conditioner in yet because she also liked to have a little bit pinky colors. And of course with rinsing out, the blonde is sensitive for the colors. So I have already a little bit pinky effect. But it can be a little bit more, so I can split the hairs and get some pink effect in it. This I do with direct colors. And the hair, because it's bleached, takes up the colors. Let's see how wonderful the palette of colors is. So now I go to the direct colors. Okay, getting direct colors. Gonna split the hairs a bit, so I leave, of course, some color on the hairs. Put a little bit direct color on the brush and use the pink. Lay it on the hairs. Every time you take off the blonde, just a small amount, not too much. And slip till I get in the underlines. And the nice thing of the way I did the bleach is that it didn't damage the hairs. They are still in a wonderful condition. And so it should be. So this we leave on the hairs for 10 minutes, rinse it out, and then we're back for end styling and cutting. So back from getting into the pink lines. Pinning up the hairs, starting with protection. And now I'm gonna do this cut with a hot razor because she has long hair and she really likes the length. So I want to have the best result on the ends of the hair. We're also talking about a wolf cut, but that we certainly will make somewhere in autumn. But for now we go for a nice trim of the hairs. To stay in lines, I use a pink cape. Ta-toom, 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 ta-toom. Pink Panther. Get to my Olivia garden brush. The nice thing of Olivia garden brush is, like most of you know, don't damage the hairs. She has a soft layer into the front that I can see. But that also stays. Hairs over to the other side. Watch at the beautiful lines of a chin line. Go over and go down. Stay always working in the lines of the skull lines. Then you're always sure that the hairstyle you create suits the person who is beneath it. The nice thing of the hot razor is I don't have to use any force to get through her hairs. It's just like one knife into the bottom. Take all the lines to the front and connect them on the baseline. Work till I get on the crown area, and also laying all the hairs with my comb into the lines that I'm going to cut. Take the underlines with it, but they are also being cut from the back. Go to the other side. Do the same. Make my first start, taking over to the other side. Watch at the chin line. Go in on the chin line. You can see that this line is a little bit more shorter than the other side. Also here go, till I get on the crown area of the back. To make sure all the lines are in the same line, a little bit to the side. Take the hairs to the center line. Gently go in, don't force anything. Connect them on the line of the longer fringe. And again, I work till I get on the crown area. This gives a soft layering to the total hair. Throw the hairs to the back. Go to the back. Clip away my cape. So I'm certain that I have a straight line on the back. Brush the hairs again with Olivia Garden brush. Knowing the line I made on the front, gonna work also to the back in the same lines. Part it over the center line. Start my first line just above the fold of the skull into the neckline. Pin the hairs aside. Lay the hair straight down. Head a little bit to the front. Take the fine part of my comb. Take the hairs over. And now the roundings of the shoulders are the same as the chin lines. So you can use the shoulders as a guide to create the perfect fold of the hairs. And by setting her head a bit to the front, I'm certain that the underlayering is shorter than the upper layering, so you get also the best cutting result. Because the upper hair always stays a little bit longer than the under hairs. Het hoofd is zwaar aan de achterkant. You see the hair is a little bit heavy on the back because the hairs are still wet. So you have to watch every time that it drops to the front. It don't have to be a hard line. I prefer a soft line. Then I can take her head straight up. Lay the hairs on it. Take the rounding of the skull and take from the side in an angle of 45 degrees the hairs over, so I can pin away. And then I go, by turning a bit, I'll show you that. I go to the lines I created on the front, so they are till here. So I go till here, knowing that I used her shoulders as a guide. And connect softly on that line. And I really like the condition of her hair. Go to the line of cutting and move with it. Going to the other side, turn a bit so I can see also a little bit. Pin the hairs to the front, go to the side, watch where the layering starts. Here's a shoulder blade, go in like there. Use the natural roundings again, also by getting to the sides. Heb je veel Olympische Spelen gekeken?
Ja, ook nog wel tussendoor.
Mooi hè, wel?
Ja, dat staat een leuke sport bij.
Ja.
Wat er nog allemaal te doen valt.
Niet zoveel meer.
Nee, het zijn nog maar een paar dagen.
De marathon nog?
Ja. Met Hassan.
Ja. Dat doet ze zonder jas aan. Apart kind, Hassan.
Ja.
Sowieso stoere vrouwen.
Die kan wel lopen, zeg.
Ja, absoluut. Dat heb je hier in Nijmegen geleerd.
Ja. Ja, je hebt ook dat filmpje nou, hè?
Ja, zeker.
Ja, is dat niet.
Give it a little bit layering. In the upper lines, not too much, just a little bit. Lifting up, rolling to the side. And this way I'm also certain that it did all the hairs, because there was a soft layering into her hairs, and now I'm certain that it did all the hairs. I have a very fine, beautiful skull with hairs, so now I can dry her hair. To style her hair, I take a shaper. Shaper is a beautiful product of Lakme. All the product in this bottle is this product. Pin the hairs over the center of the skull, starting in the underlines and building up to the front. I take this beautiful large brush, so put it on, take hairs up, and so dry, of course, her total hair. I'm so far blow drying. Now what I really like on this hair is a golden oil of Lanza, because this brings out all the colors. It gives also beautiful protection of the hairs. Golden oil of Lanza comes in bottles. 2 drops is enough. I mostly say this is the most beautiful protection oil there is in the world. And the smell is also really delicious. Ruikt lekker, hè?
Ja.
Now I thank her for being my model. I thank you for watching. Take off all the protection. She will turn around to show you the end result, and we see each other next video. Bye bye. Dankjewel. Veerle wants a combination of blonde with violet pink, and she wants to stay long, but certainly different. Wil je een rondje draaien? When you hear us talk in between, we are Dutch, so we talk Dutch to each other, and you see already that she has a color in her hair. So let's start on her.